Hello, everyone. This is Linda from Stitching in Chaos. Forgot my channel name for a second there. I have a lot to share. I wanted to end the year with telling you what I've done for this whole month. I am so proud of myself because as crazy as the month of December has been, I was able to stitch almost every single day. There was 2 days that I was not able to stitch, but I caught up for those days. Because if you remember, I was going to do a Christmas advent that I had kind of created on my own. I had a tree and I had 24 stickers that I had created and put aside, and names of all my whips in an envelope. What my plan, my goal was to revisit a lot of the whips that I had forgotten about that's just been sitting there. And that's what I did, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed working on everything I touched. It just brought back a lot of, you know, I say memories. It just reminded me what I was working on and what it meant to me as I was stitching on them. So here is my tree. I did all 24 days. Like I said, I missed two, so what I did was the next day I just stitched on two projects instead. These are all the cards I did, all of the whips. Some of them were repeats, and that's how I planned it. So yeah, so let me show you what I've done. So I'm not going to put them in any specific order. Everything is kind of chaotic here, and that's okay. We'll start off with Virtuous Woman. So I think I have a picture of this piece. Let's see. That's something else I should have done was, yep, here it is. So yes. So Virtuous Woman. And this is a big piece. So I'll show you where I was. And I have not stitched on this in a while. I may have actually showed this already last month. I can't remember exactly when I stitched on it. So that's okay. We're good with repeats, right? I hope. So here we go. That's where I was. And so this is what I've done so far. So basically I finished the fruit bowl. That's underneath spins there. Okay, really. And then I did all of these. So it wasn't a whole lot, but that's okay. I really wanted to show a little bit more progress. So yes. And then the next one I will share is the temperature tree. Yeah, this is going to be a tree for 2022. I pretty much have all of the temperatures for that year, but unfortunately I just didn't get much done on the tree itself. So I'll catch up. Not a big deal. I thought about changing it to this year, but I really wanted it to be last year's temperatures. Basically, I don't have a printout of that one. Oh, that's okay. But if you're familiar with Stitching Mommy, she has this on her Etsy shop. And that's where I was. And well, gee, I know I have it over here. Oh, let's see. For whatever reason, I cannot find it. Well, that's weird. guess we're going to have to skip over that one because I cannot figure out what I did with it. Found it. I don't know why I put it in a much smaller one. I did buy some more bags. I think I just ran out of bags. And I have more that I bought, so I'm going to move this over to a bigger bag. So here we go. So as you see, that's where I was. And so I finished the branch up here. So yeah, that top branch I have finished. So I kind of wish I wrote down how much stitching, how many stitches I got, but that's okay. I'm still proud of myself for stitching every single day. So what's next? Gilmore Girls. This is where I was. I was working on the sign. I didn't know I'd get that far in this one, but I finished the sign and started writing. I didn't exactly finish the sign. I finished the background and started writing the name. So apparently I didn't have much time to stitch on this one that night, but that's fine. I made sure I did at least one thread. So what next? This is my mom's piece. I shared about this one. I have not stitched on that one since, but I will still share because I did do it in December. So this was a piece my mom did, and she kind of messed up on the bottom. So I had to unstitch, frog all of this because she's put too much of a space here, which led her going down too far. So I can't, yeah. So I had to frog all of that. And that's where I ended up being at. And so this is where, whoops, we ended. So I'm doing this piece for her since she's having trouble seeing it. So I decided to finish it off for her. You think of big cases. We went to Michael's and they were getting rid of these and they had a huge sale on them. So yeah, so I bought them for my smaller projects. Okay, this is, what is this called? Let's Talk Stitching? Yes, Let's Talk Stitching. So this is some hands-on designs. Yes. And as you can see, there's only one X on there. So I have 3 X's now. And I started the middle piece, this circle. I can't remember what that is. I just showed it to you too. What is that exactly? Oh, the hoop. It's the hoop. So, is that one? What's next? Sad Fairy. I worked on this one a lot. My goal, and I think I've mentioned it before, when I first started stitching, I had learned the parking method, and I did that. And I don't like it because I keep getting the floss tangled up in the back. So I wanted to get rid of all of the parking stitches. This is where I started off in December. As you can see, there's a lot. There's a lot of parking stitches there. So show you how far I've gotten. Oh, and if you need to know, that Sad Fairy. This is Sad Fairy. I call her Isabella. Happy to report no parking stitches. I have officially taken care of all of them. So, and you can see I did a lot down the bottom. It's just like all intertwined in there. So I'm no longer focusing on the blocks either. I'm just branching out and forgot what it's called. I'm just finishing up the floss. So wherever the floss lands, that's where I go. I'm very happy about that one. I was working on that one last night. So, next, Pandemic. This is by Long Dog Sampler. There you go. And this is a big piece of fabric. And so, as you can see in comparison, I worked a little bit more on the bottom. I need to get like a board. So I worked a little bit more here. And then over here, all of this up to that little girl there. So I did all of that. Oh, and underneath the crow. So I did those legs. So yeah. And that's Pandemic. So what's next? Oh, that's sideways. I can't really fix that, but as you can see, I did not finish the E there. But I am happy to report that it is a finish. Yes. I love it. It's so simple, but I love it. I just love it. I love the colors I picked. And I will be hanging that up here as soon as I figure out how to FFO it. So, yep, finished that one. And my goal was to finish that for the end of this year. So I'm very happy with that. Next is Strawberry Harvest. And this piece is by Cottage Garden Samplers. Oops. Okay. And let's see. As you can see, I've got like, what, 5 bundles of flowers in here. Well, not too much more, about 1.5. Oops. 1.5 more down on the side. So yeah, this one's a little harder for me because it is so tiny. It is, what is it, 40 count? Yep, 40 count. And definitely a bit harder to see. So, next, this is Love, which I call the Vibe. And let's see, piece here. Yep. So, let's see, where are you? Oh, this one is actually still in the Q-Tap mat. So, trying to think where. It looks like I did more on the top side. And okay, the filling in, yeah, it's the filling in. So if you look on this one over here, you can see this is all empty, and I managed to fill it in mostly. So, yep. Then, next is, this is from Stitch It Picasso. I joined their Patreon, and I really wanted to do this. This is actually a new start. I kind of wanted to start it in December. I didn't want to wait till the new year. So I have this one on a big piece of fabric. So let's see. So this is what I've done so far. Oops. So yeah. I'm trying to think. Did I have that right? I think it's actually this way. Yes. So that's where I'm excited for this piece. They have a Facebook group. So and they offer, I think it's 10 different projects a month or charts a month. And you get to vote on the type of charts you want to see once you join the Patreon. So, next, another new start. This is by Cute Patterns by Maria. And let's see. Trying to remember. I think, yep, this one's in here. So, new start. I decided to go with the beige background because Michaels didn't have blue, and I didn't want to wait and order it. So, yeah, this is how far I've gotten so far. So, you can't really see the white too much yet. But I think with the color of the tree, it will be more noticeable later. So, started this one. I would like to get this one finished by next Christmas. Let's see. Advent Animals. I have not touched this in forever. I don't know why. I kind of lost my enjoyment of this one. This is from Books. So, and she, like, you can see this particular one here. It was free online. You could probably look it up. It's booksbooks.com. I don't know if it's still free now. But if you're interested, I say check it out. So. So this one, we already got the first one, which was Katie. So what did I work on here? I got the lettering on the sweater, started to work on the hand and little toes and the nose, the eyes, yeah. I messed up a little bit on this one, so I had to fix it because I wasn't paying attention, and it turned out the fingers needed to be one strand. So I had to, like, redo that part, but that's okay. And this is stitched on 16 count Haven Ada. I definitely like the softer materials, but I'm always feeling like I'm stretching the fabric out too much, especially considering I'm stitching in hand now. But I do enjoy stitching in hand. And Window with a View. another one with parking stitches. This actually was not in the Christmas Advent. I don't think it was. No, it was not. So last night when I finished Sad Fairies parking stitches, I remembered that I still had more parking stitches. So this was the last project with parking stitches, so I wanted to take care of it. And so I started it last night. Sorry, I'm looking away from the camera. Okay. And then I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. because I couldn't sleep and decided I needed to finish that before the new year hit. So here we go. So all parking stitches are gone. Yes. And there's a lot of stitches that are hard to see. I wonder if you'd see them if I make this big. Yeah, as you can see. Whoops, where am I? Right here, there's a lot of stitches in there. But I am so happy that I have no more parking stitches on anything. This and the bride are both done 10 stitches. So, Sad Fairy is not. And I notice I'm having a hard time with Sad Fairy because it's so tight to get the stitch in there. And it looks like that was the last one. So that's all the stuff I stitched on for December. I feel like that was a lot. I'm not good at stitching every day, so I'm really, really thrilled that I was able to do this. So I thought this was a great idea. I should probably do something similar again next year. So yes. So now if we want to talk about next year, which starts tomorrow, I have plans. I have lots of plans. Let's see if I can share. So, first off, I am going to try, you see this right here, it's an embroidery journal. It's from, I really should have planned this ahead of time. I saw this a couple years ago on Instagram and figured I just had to try it. She does have a Facebook page now, and oops, my computer may be having some quality issues, and there goes the light. Our light is set on a timer, so that means it's 1 hour till midnight. So I should probably turn that light back on. I don't want to do this in the dark. So let's take care of that. But so she's called a Stir Crazy Stitcher. She has a Facebook group. I can try to link it if I can remember. There we go. Well, you can see me. So let's see. I don't like that. I just wanted a Facebook page. Or the group. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. So basically, it is a journal for the year. Okay, so now I'm on the Instagram page. That's okay. you journal for the whole year. You divide it up into 12, as you can see what I've done over there. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm new to this whole thing, so it's in washable marker right now. So it says 2023 in the middle. I've never really done embroidery, so it's probably going to look a little messy. And there we go. So you divide it up into 12 sections, and then each month, like over here we have January, each month, every day, you stitch an icon representing that day. Just a little icon. It could be words. I think this looks really cool. And at the end of the year, you've got this whole journal in a cross stitch and a hoop. So, yeah, I think it's cool. So I'm going to try it. I might not get every single day, and that's okay. Even if I only get like a couple of icons a week, because my life isn't that exciting. But we'll see. I created a little page to help me with that. So, of course, I've been doing work in my Happy Planner. So what I did was I created a little page to where I can write down anything that happens on those specific days, and then underneath I will put my icons. So yeah, one moment. Okay, yeah, so I'm back. So yeah, so I have a spot for an icon for each day that I can draw, and see if I can transfer that over. So that would be my plan for that. The next thing I want to do, I believe I've mentioned this one. I have 3 goals. One is 1 Heaven and Earth design a month. I have 13 Heaven and Earths in all that I want to stitch. And so I want to touch all of them this year. So I'm going to do 1 a month. So pull this out. So I created this little chart. You're going to see 13 on here because, like I said, I do have 13. But this one here, the bride, is going to be my focus for the year. My daughter really wants me to finish it. And that's going to be my Sunday project. So, and then the rest of the week, or the rest of the month, it will be another Heaven and Earth design. I don't really have plans on which day I'm doing it. But when I rolled the dice, this is what came up for this month. So, perfect. I'm going to be focused on So This Is Love for the entire month. And that is my goal there. And then I'll roll the dice for February and we'll see what happens. And then I have another chart for my current whips. So I do not have this done yet. You'll see here on the top it says faith. Faith is my word of the year. It is something I really need to work on. I have a hard time with it. I struggle with it. I tend to take worries upon myself, and I shouldn't be doing that. I should be trusting the Lord and have faith that He is going to take care of me and take care of the situations around me. So that's what I'm working on. So these are my whips for the year. And while I have you here, let's do this now. Let's find out. I will be doing 1 whip a week. That will be my focus for that week. And I have dice. 1 with the letters, 1 with the numbers. And I just dropped it. Okay. So I'm going to roll the dice. Unfortunately, you won't see it, but that's okay. I have T2. So obviously we have T2. Looks like I'm working on my Proverbs 31 sampler. That's going to be my focus this week. I'm going to take my little sticker and put that on there so I can remember that that's what I'm doing. There we go. So it's kind of like a bingo board. And it's just to make sure that I can do one a week. So just have focus and actually see progress in them. So, yeah. And then the next one is new whips. New starts. So my goal is to end the year with 55 starts. It seems insane. I'm going to be 55 this year in July. And my friend Terry had mentioned this as a challenge. And I was like, no way. And well, yes, I ended up planning it. So these are all new whips that I have not started. Every one of them. Matter of fact, I ended up buying a few pieces this week just to make sure that's all filled up because I'm insane. But my focus this week for a new start was something I'd already planned for tonight, January 1st. I am be going to stitch on Faith. And yeah, the camera's not picking that up. Faith can move mountains. Okay. Kind of, sort of there. That is my focus for this week for my new start. And I will be starting that tonight because that's my plan for this year, to work on Faith. So I'll put my little sticker there. And it's kind of in the middle, so it's a good way to start it. So I should show you what project that is. Let me pull that up. I think I accidentally showed it. No, I did not. It is over here. Okay. So this is it. Faith Can Move Mountains. So that is my new start for January 1st. Sorry, I keep sliding down my chair. I'm constantly pulling myself up. So that'll be my 3 focuses for the week. And I have a little page to help me with that. I'm trying to think what else. What else am I doing? I feel like I'm forgetting something. The temperature tree. Not temperature tree. For this year, I want to do the temperature Quaker, which is right here by Stitching Mommy. I want to do that this year, and I will be starting that tomorrow as well. It's not going to take much to do it. There's no preparations ahead of time like the temperature tree. And yeah, so I already have a little chart here to keep track of my temps. So that means there's 4 things. And technically it will be 5 each week, and that's fine. That's fine because, like I said, these don't take long. And if I don't stitch for the day, I can always do it once a week and fill in those colors. So that's my plan there. As for me purchasing things this week, because I wanted to fill in those gaps that I had, let me share some of them with you. We are huge Doctor Who fans. And I saw this on Etsy, and I just had to get it. So yes, I will be stitching this. I think my husband will love it. And then I saw a few more charts. This one here, which is from Stitchrovia, which is also on Etsy. And then pancakes. My husband loves pancakes. My grandson was here all week, last 4 months. I made him a lot of pancakes, so yeah, I think those 2 pieces are really cute. So I did buy some other pieces, but they will be coming in the mail. So you have to wait till I get them in the mail to see what those are. I believe that, no, that's not it. There is another challenge that I'm doing. It's not really a challenge for like with other people. It's more personal, but Terry Jo and I are doing our own version of it. So we started what's called Stitching for Stickers, and it's a challenge for the whole year. I have decided I don't know what to aim for because I don't know how often I stitch or how much I stitch. So I'm going to try counting stitches. So what we have here is, you'll see this, I have envelopes. Stitching for Stickers challenge. And when I hit 2,000 stitches, I will open the first envelope and I will have a sticker. I don't know what the sticker is. I've kind of randomized this. Joe made the stickers and I just randomized my envelope. So I don't know before I put the numbers on them. So I don't know what it is I'm getting. And then I created these little charts. I have 4 cards. There's 36 altogether. So we have these little charts. And that will be where we put our stickers. So for me, every 2,000 stitches, I will put a sticker there. And the goal is to hit, what was it? 72,000 stitches, yep. So I don't know if I'll hit that at the end of the year, but I am curious to know how many stitches I get. But it also means I need to start tracking my stitches. So I did create a little Happy Planner page to help me with that as well. So let's see. What did I do with that? We got a lot of planning this year. A lot of goals. And I'm excited about that because I really enjoy stitching. I think it's good for me, good for my mental health. So yeah, so this is what I've started. It will have, every week I will have a focus aid, a new start, and a whip. The temperature tree is not on there. I should definitely put that on there because that will be included in the whole overall counting of stitches. And then I have, for the year, I will keep track on here. So those are my goals for this year. And it starts tomorrow. I would like to get back to weekly updates. That's also a goal. I think that's it. I can't really think of anything else. I'm really looking forward to the new year. I'm looking forward to starting off fresh, and as I mentioned in the previous video, my grandson has gone home, so it's just us here now, which is going to feel weird for a bit, but I think it's going to be good at the same time because I could use a little bit of relaxation. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful new year, 2023, in 45 minutes. So I'm going to wish you a good night now, and I will see you next year. Bye.